Yes, yes, yes. Here we are again in the afternoon with another session about AR, VR. Well, today we are now talking about VR. We just had a great session on AR. So I'm here to welcome you, Dana Maria Vaneker. She's really experienced in using VR for a lot of reasons. That's why I also partner with her on training people in VR and stuff like that. But I want to give the floor to her now. And here she comes with her presentation about stress reductions and burnout preventions using virtual reality.
Thank you so much, Nick. So, if I talk too fast, please tell me. Keep your questions till after the session. I try to give questions and answers right after the presentation, and I will go through the introduction a little bit fast so we can go to the topic stress reduction and stress management. The story started 24 years ago when I started sailing on big traditional sailing vessels as a crew member and later as a captain. Here you see me in Svalbard. You see me on the left side in the mast. I'm sailing there in the mast doing the mast things. And here my passion for making people captains of their lives was born. And I've been a coach for 10 years, specialized in self-limiting beliefs. And because I believe people should be the captains of their lives instead of slaves to their lives or shipwreckers in their lives. So the story, so I'm doing coaching on self-development, limiting self-development, breaking through limiting patterns, and mindset change, because I believe that we are powerful beyond measure, that we can create our lives as beautiful as we want it to be. But we can also break ourselves with our negative beliefs or self-talk. I use a lot of techniques that help people on the unconscious level of the mind. I will talk about it a little bit more later. But still, that was not, how you say it, it was not, I didn't see too much progression yet. It did help. The techniques that I'm using, Psychica, key training and EFT, is all working fast learning methods, but still I was looking for a way to make it even faster, the progress. So when I saw Matthijs van Nieuwkerk in De Wereld Draait Door, I saw that he uses VR glasses, and I immediately had a vision how I could use virtual reality to help people in the most effective way possible. So started in 2015, and in 2016, I won the first prize for the best virtual reality idea in the Netherlands, Fear or Love. And I won the Samsung VR Challenge. And with the help of Samsung, I could start my business, Captain VR. And what I did first was helping people to conquer all sorts of fears. Fears of social interaction, the fear of public speaking, the fear of skiing, the fear of wasps, the fear of afraid of heights. So I help people with all kinds of fears. And why I think this is important to tell you, because we are talking about stress reduction and stress management, but it all has to do together. It has how you say it, it all has connection with each other, because fear and stress are happening actually in the amygdala of the brain, and this is responsible for the fight, flight, freeze response. So if you get triggered in the amygdala, in the reptile part of the brain, you will trigger this response, and then you will behave in a certain way many times, because you cannot use your brain in an optimal function. So for example, if you take this time now with the lockdown and the COVID-19, and also what happened with George Floyd, is that people get triggered in this fight, flight, freeze response. And because of that, they start, for example, hoard toilet paper. They start protesting much faster than normally. That can go on into looting and rioting. So it all has to do with taking back control and security in life. So this is this function of the brain that is also very helpful for that. So experience is the teacher of all things, Julius Caesar once said, and it's about learning by doing, actually. And this is what is virtual reality about. Virtual reality is learning by doing, and that's the most effective way. PricewaterhouseCoopers did a study on learning with virtual reality, and they had already significant results. So people who learn with VR need less time to learn. They have a high emotional connection to the content. It works faster, and that is reducing the costs and time. So it's all very beneficial. I heard also, I think it was Mark Zuckerberg. He's really also into VR, of course. He said it was increasing the 230% of the effectiveness of normal training, conventional training, coaching. So it is. VR is the best thing ever. I think so, of course. So what we are doing with Captain VR is to develop virtual reality tools or digital tools also that help people to become the captains of their lives, so they can practice in a safe environment with their challenges and learn leadership, for example. In an effective way. We want to solve burnout in this, or reduce burnout. So, for example, long-term sick leave in the Netherlands is very expensive for organizations. This is not in every country like this, but organizations pay like 60,000 euro per person per year if they are having a burnout, because it costs a lot. These people are minimum 6 months out of the running. They need to hire other people to do their jobs. So it's costing a lot of money. And on average, in the Netherlands, a normal company on average has 5% of the people at home with a burnout or long-term sick leave. That means that it costs an organization with 200 people, it costs them every year 600,000 euro. So they would be very eager to prevent burnout and help people to reduce long-term sick leave. So that's why we want to help organizations, enterprises, and businesses to create healthy, happy, and more productive employees. So, and we're doing this now already for 3 years. And we do that with digital tools like a VR Mood Booster. And with the VR Mood Booster, we had already very good results. And I will explain more about it in the next slides. So, but how did it all start? So I had a burnout on a very early age, in the beginning of 20 years. And because of that, I wanted to needed to drastically change my lifestyle. So I was meditating every day. I started yoga. I watched what I was eating, my nutrition. I started to watch how I was doing sports. So drastically changed my lifestyle, and especially meditation, what I was already doing before the burnout, was really beneficial. Meditation is proven to reduce stress, to reduce fear. And also, if you meditate in a good way, it can already after 8 weeks enhance or change the brain, the gray matter in the brain. So the gray matter in the brain is for decision making, clear thinking, and also for stress reduction and fear reduction. So it has meditation has a lot of benefits, and I already noticed that on an early age. So I used to do meditation. Now, I do that already for 20 years. So when I was starting with virtual reality, I did a lot of things: fear treatment, trauma treatment, and also I wanted to do something with meditation. So I was in this program called the Erasmus Entrepreneur Program, and we needed to make a prototype on paper. So I made a paper of the app that I wanted to make for meditation. And this meditation I did myself. It was a color meditation combined with smells and sounds that I was making on a paper. And exactly at that time, I got a call from the Haagse Hogeschool, that's a college, that wanted to make a tool, exactly this tool. So with color, sound, and smell. So I made it on paper, and I got at the same time, I got a call from people who wanted to make this tool with me for their end product of their school. Anyway, what I want to say with this is synchronicity. And I believe with meditation, you create synchronicity. And that means that if you are aware, or if you are on the ball, because of meditation is doing that, you are in the now, then you see opportunities, and you are at the right moment to get them. And it's like the universal laws help you also. And this is what I also believe. I believe then this is also a sign to go on this topic. So we tested the VR Mood Booster first with the small people of the, not small people, with the students of the Haagse Hogeschool and also their teachers. And we had really a good success because we had measured, like a stress indicator. So before they needed to give a number between 0 and 10, and after they needed to give a number between 0 and 10. For example, 0 is no stress and 10 is unbearable stress. So before they had to give the number, and they give a maybe a higher stress number, and after they give a low stress number. So it was really successful. So we had good results, but it was only done in this way. So next was to find a pilot partner. So FBTO came. We did a workshop there, and because of this workshop, I could do a pilot there, and that was in 2018. So in 2018, we did a pilot for 6 months, and with the VR Mood Booster, this tool that we made with the Haagse Hogeschool. And so the VR Mood Booster is a color meditation tool with sounds and smells, and color have an effect on us. So the color green, for example, if you have a lot of green in the office, but also especially plants, nature, like plants or flowers, this is proven, scientifically proven, to reduce the sick leave. So people who are in surroundings of green have less sick leave in the office. So the organizations should be wise to make a lot of green walls or plants in their environment. So that would be really helping. But combined with smells, but not smells like artificial smells, aromatherapy. For example, eucalyptus. Eucalyptus we use combined with the color green. And eucalyptus is for the enhancing the functions of the cognitive functions of the brain. It helps for decision making, clearer thinking, faster decision making. So it helps you to do your work more productive. So, and also with the sounds of the forest. For green, the eucalyptus and the sounds of the forest, like bird sounds, for example. And this we did with every color and every 7 times. So we had, for example, also what is nice to know, the color orange has the smell of orange and the sound of orange peeling. That's really a crazy smell of a sound, but it is really interesting to see how people experience that. They get really immersed in the experience, and it is really beneficial, we learned. And orange stimulate happiness is proven. So the smell of oranges, the fruit, is stimulating happiness. And lavender we used, and that is stimulating stress reduction and fear reduction. So just we did this in the 6-week pilot with the VR Mood Booster, but also we used another tool, the VR Mini Holiday. This is a tool that we made. This experience already starts before you enter the room. So there's a special room for the VR Mini Holiday at FBTO was that. And you see here she's in a beach chair. And before she put on the sunglasses, or not sunglasses, the VR glasses, she puts on sunscreen, like Nivea sunscreen. You and put the shoes out, and with the bare feet, they sit in the beach sand with sunscreen on in a place that already is looking like you're going on a holiday. You put your VR glasses on, and then you go with a ship to your own island, and on this island you go to meditate. So this was the VR holiday experience, and we tested both of these tools. So the VR holiday and the VR Mood Booster. And after 6 weeks, we saw, or they measured, we again measured with the stress indicator, the numbers they give before and after, and the KPIs from the organization. So for example, conversion, like selling or keep the customers in the organization. Anyway, customer satisfaction, and also how fast the calls were made. So, and they could see like a little movement in the KPI, a positive movement with the VR Mood Booster. They didn't see anything with the mini holiday, but they saw something with the VR Mood Booster, and they said, okay, we have a trust in this. We wanna do another pilot. So let's do one other pilot, but for a longer period of time to see if then we see a big change or a bigger change. And so we did. So in 2019, last year, we did a 3-month period. Before that, we needed to upgrade our system because the cells were little bottles under the nose. So you have 7 different bottles to put under your nose, and that was not really practical because you have the headset on, so you cannot see the little bottles. So that was complicated. And now we made a smell device. I tried to buy one, but it was not on the market. There was one in the making of, but in that time we need to make our own smell device. So I had 2 students from the Technical University of Delft, one designer and one electrician, who made this smell device. And the developer with the glasses on, Joost Borschut, he's a developer of Captain VR. He developed the program, like if the color change, the smell change, and the sound change. So, and you don't have to do anything except sit. So this is an example. Here you see someone experiencing the smell device for the first time. It's the first MVP. You see it's duct taped. This is normal when you start with the first MVPs. Yeah, it was a great, people loved it. It was a great, not all the smells they like, but it was really interesting because it was really effective. The smells we got, yeah, right into their, yeah, how you say it, face, near their face, so they could have a really like a mist of aromatherapy, you know. And you see there, you see behind her, behind the person with the glasses, you see our researcher. Oh, I just put alarm to see because I want to have also questions for you, so I go a little bit faster now. But that's Stella Canaturi. She's a digital coaching tool expert. She's a psychologist and she is a researcher. And she did the questionnaires, the before questionnaires and the after questionnaires, to research the effect of the tool and the usability of the tool. And we did biofeedback, heartbeat, first also EEG, but that did not really work out because the electrodes did not really stick to the face and it was difficult with the VR glasses on. So we used only heartbeats and HRV, and HRV is the time limit between the beats. And if you have a high HRV, heart rate variability, that means that you're healthy both mentally and physically. So and that can change in a very short period already. So with that biofeedback, you can measure also if it has an effect on the human mind and body. But also for them, it's to see immediately if there's a change. For example, the heartbeat, you can see right away if you have a faster heartbeat before you start the meditation and after you have a slower heartbeat, So this is really good for people to have immediate results to see. And the KPI we measured. So we had questionnaires, research questionnaires, KPIs, and biofeedback, and the stress indicator in the tool. And that we had significant results. We had people had from stress, irritation at work, pressure, tired. They had less tired, but no stress, no tension, more productive. They felt happier. They felt that they want to tell everybody that they need to use this tool. They had they wanted to do it again. If they had the chance to do it, they would go on with the mood booster. So it was really, really, really good. And if the whole department, according to the key KPIs, if the whole department would have used the VR Mood Booster, they could have saved 200,000 euro. Because of the people who did the use the VR Mood Booster, they had higher customer satisfaction, they had higher conversion, and they had 40 seconds quicker conversations, 40 seconds faster conversations. So this is really big, So we can already reduce money on that. And we did not even calculate the long-term sick leave there. This would be also really do something for long-term sick leave. Now, highlights. So we started with the Samsung Gear VR challenge. We won this challenge. We also were nominated in 2017 for the most promising startup for women entrepreneur. In 2016 of 19, we had this collaboration with FBTO. We still do, but it's on hold because of Corona crisis. Everybody is now working at home. We had won this incentive prize for the Innovation Award of Philips for stress reduction and burnout last year. Also, we were nominated for Tech Talent in the list of 400 ambitious women and inspiring women. And yes, Delft, we are partner and mentor of, they are our partner and mentor, and they helped us to focus, because with Captain VR we were doing many things, and now we are mainly only using virtual reality for stress management, vitality, well-being. So that leads me to a question. So we problem, solution, results, but how to implement this tool into the health system? That's a little bit what we're looking for. We are doing looking for organizations that want to use this tool, but still it is not it's not a fast process. So does anybody have idea, if we already have such good results, there must be a way to get this quicker, implement this quicker in the system, to get this covered by health organizations. And you would think, yeah, but you're working with FBTO, so there must be easy for you to get in, but still it's not easy to get this covered by the insurance company. So can anybody give me a clue or ideas, maybe not even now, but later, how to help us with this question? I want to mention also that I'm working with Nick van Breda. He was already mentioning this, and I started as a sailor. Oh, sorry. I started as a sailor, now making people captains of their lives. And since last year, I do that also in VR. We did the biggest event worldwide in virtual reality as avatar, with 160 speakers from all over the world and 5,500 guests. We organized, Nick was involved, I was involved as a speaker. We did this under the umbrella of virtual of educators in VR, but now we're also doing this under the on our own platform for Captain VR for Business and enterprises and organizations. We organize every 2 weeks an event on stress management. And in the 23rd of July, we have an event with Stichting Valk. They are the #1 in the Netherlands that help people with exposure therapy for stress management and also the fear of flying. And we give then an event on Thursday, the 23rd of July. And we hope to see you there in VR. So thank you for listening. I hope we still have time for questions.
Yeah, it's a great question. So do you have ideas on how to get health insurance providers involved in VR? That's the question, right?
Yeah, that's my question, yes.
Yeah, so let's see if people are able to answer that. Let's see if people are tuning in, tuning out. It's like freedom of the feet when you're doing online sessions, so people can walk in and go away and come back, and in the end you see, oh, there's actually 50 or 100 or 200 people that have watched the show. Well, you don't see that at the same time, so that's always hard with the online show that we have. It's very hard to see if people are now here or we're here.
You don't see anybody as well?
At the moment, yeah, in my view, I don't see it. But perhaps there are people. So that's still very hard to know. So let's just leave this question open for people to join. And yeah, you made it in the 30-minute slot. So well done. Good presentation.
Thank you so much.
Your English has improved a lot. I was really proud.
Yeah.
Really proud. Yeah, really. I'm really proud. And here, Raoul.
Hey, Raoul. Hey.
Yeah, you're working with Raoul on something as well, huh?
Yes. That's the immune booster.
Yes.
That's helping not people only to have an effective moment of rest, but it is helping people to gain vitality and help them with new behavior in a fast way, to help them to change behavior when it comes to making healthy choices. And Raoul is a very good partner in crime. Because of that, we are many times having very nice discussions on how we can target these people, different kind of people that have different kind of, how you say it?
Is it work shift? Is it in their work?
Yeah, that they need people that have different needs. You have people who want to do more sports, or people who actually don't want to do anything, but they know they need to do something. And how can you influence these people? How can you motivate these people? So this is what this tool is about.
Yeah. So he is motivating you now, or so can
both.
You give us a little preview of what is coming? Like this, is it going to be an app, or what is it going to be?
It's going to be an app of. It's still we are in the developers mode, and we are also interviewing a lot of organizations, especially health insurance companies, organizations, to get their input. Of the employers, of the managers, and the HR managers. So if you're looking and you are HR manager, and you doesn't matter which organizations, but we are aiming for large organizations with call centers, and we interview them to get their input to build into the tool. So it's going to be a tool that is also made by the public that are interested in having a healthy way of living that makes you also happier and more productive.
So you actually want to shout out to all the HR manager?
Yes, please
put on there.
Connect with me, and so we can do an interview with you. We had already beautiful interviews and some really good input about what is necessary to get in this kind of tool. So this tool is combined with virtual reality, but it's also going to be an app, and it helps you to make healthy choices and helps you to be motivated also to make these healthy choices, because everybody knows what is good for you, but we don't do it. And the reason why is because the motivation is many times only in the beginning, and then it stops somehow. The motivation. I heard yesterday a good saying from Esther Polak we have interviewed. She said the motivation stofje. How do you say it? Stofje?
Or,
Yeah, motivation particle is then finished. You have only so much motivation, and then it stops, and then you need something that really is helping people to go on. And this is what we want to provide, to help people to go on with their healthy behavior. And also Wim Hof could be a really good way of doing things, because he's creating willpower in uncomfortable situations. And this is really helping people to create willpower in uncomfortable situation that creates willpower to go on. And these things we want to take in this tool.
Great. Well, that's a lot of cool things. I think every person should need this. So it's not just the big corporates. I think everyone that is in an office job, like 8 hours watching to a screen job, or 8 hours on the phone job, like very repetitive tasks, and a lot of screen time, should have some more things to do in between to relax and stress.
Yeah,
it's very stressful to do 24 hours of streaming a day. I could use it. I think that would be great to see if there's a HR manager willing to try it out and willing to provide with some great insights on how they are struggling, or how they have found a way to balance it. So you have some great, you can build a great use case and then start developing it. Huh?
Yes, that's what we want.
Yeah.
And that's what Raoul, actually we're all three working together on this subject, helping people to stay healthy, happy and productive, and helping also to transform business and organizations to do their to create a new standard of doing business, and this is what we're all doing, and this is making the life a better place and a more beautiful place.
Yeah, that's your important part. I think that you search for new ways of healthcare, and the mental part is little enlightened in the past years and the past history, but I think it's with the new technology more available for everyone to have influence on that part with apps or glasses or headsets or whatever. So it's important to go in that search.
Yeah. Yes. I think it's now the time to do it. Huh? Like
time is now.
So expensive, but now it's the time to be involved in leveraging VR and other new technologies that are like getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
Yeah.
And getting more content and being able to create content more easily.
Yes, that is necessary, because there's so much things that we need to still discover and make for people. For example, I don't know if I have time, but I've been just recently, like this week, I heard a good friend of mine has lung cancer in the stage 4. And she is very she's actually really relaxed under this situation. But she asked me if we could make a tool that could help her to feel that she's healthy and be in this experience of feeling that she's healthy and better again, and she would be interested if that would have an effect on her health. So I decided I want to help her with that. So I want to make a tool that is giving her the feeling that she's back in her old self, maybe a tool that is like a time machine. She steps into the time machine and she's going to travel to the next year, and there she's back to in this most healthy, vibrant person as she was like before. And this is something I'm really eager also to do, to help people because I believe this was also done with helping people to walk again. People who did not had an accident, they did not walk again, are not good. They put them a headset on, and in this headset they were walking again, and this muscle grew. The muscle of walking grew, so they could in real life start walking again, and are much easier. And this is working. You believe in virtual reality that is true, and you can create a world that is it's true for you. Maybe people talking to you, hey, how you look good. Oh, you're so you're so healthy looking. And if you can make all sides of creations that make people really believe, and also yeah, this is what virtual reality can do. I think we are not even at the beginning. We're just starting. And I
that's
want
a great effect. So you can think of, you can feel like you're walking again, and then you out of a sudden you can really walk again.
Yeah, so you can train your muscles in the brain that are responsible for walking. And because you believe you're walking in virtual reality, in real life you start walking easier or can start walking again. So this is also what I forgot the name of the schaatser, the skating guy. He always visualizes the end goal, and that he's winning at the end goal. Before the game he's doing that, and he's winning always because of that. And this is what you need to do. You need to visualize that you are there where you want to be. If you can visualize and feel where you can be where you want to be, then you are most likely to get there faster or easier. And this is what virtual reality can do in the best possible way. Many people have difficulties with visualization, and if you can visualize the world for them, that would be really beneficial. So this is what I want to do with this friend of mine. And I already thought about you too. Maybe we could stick our heads together to see how we can create this world where people feel really healthy and full of life. Maybe we can.
It's remarkable. For me, in the event space and the education space, it's empowering people, giving them the tools to empower them to do it on themselves, like to give them an extra tool to do stuff autonomously again. Like if you couldn't walk, and then with a headset on, you have the experience that you can walk again, and then in the end even walk. Well, giving that experience already, that enabler, is very powerful.
Big part of roller coasters where you feel everything you.
Oh, that's already possible.
But that's already done.
Yeah.
You'll feel it.
And then you don't think about your health. Then you are experienced.
Oh yeah.
That works.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like that.
Yeah. Continuous stress.
Yeah.
This endorphin will work. Yeah.
Stress and Wim Hof, but this is also a stress. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for the wonderful presentation.
Thank you. So
we have one more VR session today. It's Ozone Universe. It's a new platform for conferences and for schools to work in VR. So they're creating event spaces in VR, Ozone, and they are talking. They have a vision about from mobile internet to mobile XR. They completely believe in mobile. So not just headset. They just say, okay, the bridge is mobile, and the next human computer interface they are actually creating right now. So that's
interesting.
At 6
o'clock.
Did
you already go there? Did you go there to this platform?
Try it out. Yeah, and it's really great because you can just get in there in your phone. I was about to sleep, and he said, "Yeah, I want to try it out," and I was, "Oh, sure." Stepped out of bed again, and then started using my phone. He said, "Yeah, I made your face," and then there was a huge. Well, that area is so big that you had this campus like kilometers of walk.
Kilometers.
Miles. I cannot say that word.
So it's also great.
Nice.
It was a great space, and it was fun because you used your webcam as well, so you can see the person as like we do now, and you can see his or her avatar.
Oh, that's great. But is it then a little bit like Mozilla Hubs or different?
It's
Because
I think it's in XR. It's similar, but it's less developed. So it's a very new platform. And in VR, yeah, I think in VR, it's pretty heavy. So it's pretty heavy. You can download a native VR version, and you can have an XR version as well. So I think he is already available on the Quest. I tried it out on my phone.
Yeah.
I tried it out on my computer, and it worked great. And he is building it now also for the Quest, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's 6 o'clock. Yeah, today I cannot at 6, but I will keep an eye on him because I thought I wanted to see that guy. I think that was what I was talking about before for this session. I was looking, but I thought that one was yesterday.
Jay is presenting today, so you can.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe I did not. I confused the dates. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I will put the link in the description if anyone else here that is listening wants to see it as well. I'll put it in the live chat so people can find it. That one. Yeah. So feel free to join it, anyone who's listening. And for now, we're tuning out. Huh?
Thank you so much for having me, Nick. It was great and nice to see you, Raoul.
Yeah, same to you.
He is giving a workshop over here in Seats to Meet. So if you want to join, pop over.
You mean in virtual reality?
Well, you can also go here in person. We want to have a celebration tomorrow evening.
Sorry, I have other plans tonight. I have a party.
No, it's not tonight.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. But
our final celebration.
Always party.
Yeah, I want to know more about it. Send me some information. I didn't see anything about it. Yeah, great. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, bye bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.